of us. Cool screensaver and stuff. They don't.
Yeah, some of them apps do that.
I know. I be seeing some brothers like going live when they do videos in a vehicle and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty sure it's possible, but now ain't the time to try to see experiment. Gotcha. So you ready? You got it, bro.
I got it.
B.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We back with another live lesson through the mercy, power, and spirit. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Before we get started, we're going to face the east. Give all praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Ba'akodash.
We're giving our praises to the Most High, whose true name in the ancient Hebrew is Yahweh. And the name of the one of the whose true name in the ancient Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders, the GMS, called us to shoot by the Holy Spirit. Honors to the brothers, that's getting life and freedom to push the gospel. Peace and blessings to the elect, who would be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. And the elect will be 1/3 of the Israelites, who in the last days will be turned back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to receive salvation. While the 2/3 of Israel don't turn back to the Most High, be destroyed with America. And that's all according to prophecy. So yeah, we're gonna start off with a couple headlines in the news, a couple happenings, a couple current events.
He just waiting on the pump.
Then we're gonna get into the lesson. So yeah, I woke up this morning, scrolling on YouTube, and it's been 3 mass shootings within 24 hours. A mass shooting at a church in Michigan. Gonna find out, the brother showed me, there was a shooting at the church, then it got set on fire.
Hell yeah, the water y'all Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
And I believe there was another mass shooting at a church within the past week or so. And there was another somewhere in Texas. And then there was another, I believe, at a little bar restaurant in North Carolina.
That's the one that was, I'm gonna show it to the camera. And Salakia, I'm not on camera today. Salakia, I left the Gorman at the house. Salakia, so I'm behind the camera today. But that's the one of the mass shootings, and the church was on fire too.
Yeah, hey.
While we're on your page, Shalom.
Hey, it's a bad week to be a Christian. Y'all rapture ain't come.
Oh yeah.
Y'all getting hit up at the church.
Yeah, though.
Y'all church getting shot, getting burned down.
What, is Jesus on vacation?
Yeah, Jesus somewhere hiding.
Right, so Jesus letting his house get burned down, and he letting his people that he loved, the whole world, get shot up too?
Yeah.
What's going on, Jesus Rice?
Yeah, it's a bad week to be a Christian.
Right.
What you gonna find out? It's just bad to be a Christian in general.
Right.
Cause it's been more, and that's the thing. It's been a lot more mass shootings, and they all been Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
The usual Edomite activity.
Yeah, they had a mass shooting weekend for last in my small town where I'm coming from in Louisiana. You know, I looked over because I thought it was just Ray and P. Cooney just doing their thing. But they say it ended up being a mass shooting for real.
It was Edomites?
Yeah, I mean,
you know
they can get away with way more in where I'm from because, where I'm from is still owned by the great-great-grandkids of the slave owners and stuff. They still got the plantation houses people live in and everything out there where I'm from in Louisiana.
Yeah. Then you had the shooting in Dallas. They were shooting at the migrants. They say it was at ICE officers, although only immigrants got hit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Who was they really shooting at?
Right. Well, he failed. If he was trying to do that, he failed miserably.
Yeah. So yeah, the usual Edomite behavior.
Right, white on white crime.
White on white crime, white violence. Also a distraction, something major about to happen. You got the meeting coming up
Yep. I got it right here. It says,
Okay.
all 800 U.S. generals recalled by Pentagon for in-game plan.
In-game plan.
In-game
Well,
plan.
why they choose that terminology? In-game plan. And then I guarantee you, because America's some cowards, so you would think they calling these 800 war generals for what they about to do to Russia or China. I guarantee you.
Or the mass manipulation that they about to do to the masses here in Babylon the Great.
That's what I was about to
False
say.
flag.
That's exactly what I was about to say. They're not calling them 800 war generals for what they about to do to other countries that's threatening America. No, they about to do that. They getting them 800 war generals together to come against the American people, and specifically the 12 tribes.
And they definitely ain't getting them together because they forgot to sign something on their W-2s.
Yeah. So they not getting together, coming together for Russia and China. They come together for you American people. The end game is here.
It's a clause in the military documents that says that if they are told, would they be able to turn the guns on the citizens here if they instructed to? And everything we starting to see, it's leaning towards that because you got martial law troops starting to pop up in all these cities and states. Who you getting ready to fight?
Yep.
They didn't even do this when COVID was going on. Some little black bugs over here today, man.
Bro.
They've been messing with me since I got out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a couple of these articles. Let's see.
What's out of here?
It says, let's see. And a lot of this is coming out too. It says Americans traveling to Europe will require to have fingerprints scanned under new rule. That chip talk coming. That chip talk. Another one says, the brother, I got this off the Brother Warumia page, says that no access to Bible anymore over there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? The lady had put up a video. She said they can access pornography, but they can't access the Bible on the Bible Gateway app. So man, we living in some beautiful, beautiful times.
Famine of that word coming. Said the brother Zadok in New Orleans, he did a video. China, they banning online preaching.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of preaching, check this out. Speaking of preaching, we got to get up out of here, man. It says Charlie Kirk preached from beyond the grave at Prestonwood Baptist Church using AI. So they let Charlie Kirk do an AI sermon.
What the, bro? Hold on.
With them little black bugs?
I'm about to light some incense or something. You're not doing that.
You got a lighter?
Mm-hmm.
Another one. It says they closing all commissary on the military bases. So like the grocery stores where they, get the things that they like to eat or, want to eat or need from the grocery stores on the military base. One of those things that Trump signed into office deems them to having to close the grocery stores. You know what that means? Shit, you gonna eat from where we say you gonna eat from. Especially if you ain't got that, when it's time.
Man-made famine.
Mm-hmm. Digital ID wallet by the end of 2025 will stop you from buying food. UK PM Keir Starmer confirms plans for new digital ID, so you won't be able to work in the UK if you ain't got that. You know what? Yep. Another one. I got this from Friday. It says Sweden has inserted thousands of micro C-hips into people's hands to replace cards, credit cards, wallets, and keys. Show that to the camera. got anything, bro?
Yeah, what was that one? Somewhere in Europe, they said you're gonna need an ID to shop.
Yeah, that was the one that I had read. Uh, digital ID wallet by the end of 2025 will stop you from buying food. Hey man, we living in some beautiful times. Like, Lord, the Wadiyah Bashimi Awashai, you gotta be wired different, man. If this sound like good news to you, you know, you wired different, man. Y'all Bashimi Awashai, he wired you different. Lord willing, we a part of that number. That's all I got for the articles thing. You know, keep your eyes peeled, keep your head on the swivel. So, you know, we living in some beautiful times, man. But no matter what, how bad it get, no matter how tough it get, hey man, everybody is already standing in their lot. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, he got his hand on the righteous.
Yeah, so we don't get into today's lesson. And we just grabbed a lesson real quick. Because me and the brother both working overtime this weekend, so we got a little something. And title of the lesson, the Lord will come as a thief. In which most people familiar with that saying. But we're going to really look into them words to see what it really means. And what perfect timing, seeing that these people rapture failed last week or this past week, they're going to come up with another date that's going to fail too.
Right. Sorry, Jesus ain't going to pick y'all up in his caprice.
Yeah, so, you know, usually when people say the Lord come as a thief, that they use it to, the way they explain it, is that the Lord is going to come unexpectedly. That's true for most people. The day of the Lord will be unexpected for most people. But when you really look into them words in the Greek, it really means the coming of the Lord is going to be a secret. And it's going to be secret to most people. And that's the thing about a secret. It's secret to most, but there's usually a small number of people who knows the secret. And that would be the elect. And we know the secret to the day of the Lord is coming. Now, we can't put a number on it as far as the date, but we could have, if we'd have bet, I'm going to bet a rich Christian next time the rapture happens.
Right.
I'm going to say, I bet you $50 million he's not coming today.
Right.
Because the scripture says we got more sure word of prophecy. Yep. So we could tell you he's not coming tomorrow. You know how they say, well, the Lord's coming any day now. We can tell you that ain't true. He's coming soon, but it's not any day now.
You see the Edomite who sold his truck, gave away all his possessions because he thought the rapture was happening, and he said he woke up this morning, he's still here.
Woke up broke.
Sold his truck, gave away all his possessions and everything.
Beautiful.
I'm
gonna bet me a Christian next time they start talking about a rapture coming.
Just tell them, hey, I bet you all your possessions.
Yep, that's on. Yeah, you know? Perfect. So you bet all yours, I bet all mine. And that's the thing. The Lord's gonna come unexpected, but when you look into that word, come as a thief, it really means he's coming in secret. And there's usually people that the secret is shared with, and that shared with his elect. So we're gonna get into that. Yeah.
All right, first precept is coming from the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. You there yet? Okay, Salaki. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
So it says the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. But then it goes on to tell you what's going to happen during that day. To tell you that the heavens, which is this current rulership, is going to burn up with fervent heat. So if it ain't no fire on the earth, the Lord ain't coming.
You can leave it down. It's
So that's the first major clue right there.
right. Was he gonna just? Because according to how it looked for them, he was coming after these people get off work.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no destruction going on.
Yeah.
They was clapping. But according to the scriptures, in the time of the day of the Lord, when Yahweh Shai roll up on the scene, it ain't gonna be no clapping and stuff. Well, not for the 2/3 at least.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like all kinds of chaos and mourning, crying, and just pure hell.
You get Luke 12:49. Yeah, that's support what the brother's saying.
Yeah.
So that's the first clue right there. So the day of the Lord come as a thief in the night. The elements gonna melt with fervent heat.
Yep.
Heaven's gonna pass away with a great noise. Ain't been no great noise yet. The elements ain't passed away with fervent heat yet.
And we still here.
Yep. And that great noise, that fervent heat, that's the nuclear destruction. That's gonna prompt the Lord to return.
Luke 12 and
Oh yeah, 49.
12 and 9.
49.
49. Sorry, my bad. You got it. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it be already kindled?
Your brother said it's gonna be going down at the Lord's return.
Right.
Like the brother said, these niggas got off of work thinking they're gonna wake up and Jesus gonna be there. And the scriptures say nobody know the day nor the hour. These niggas done put a day and an hour on it damn there.
Like, for real, they put a time stamp on it, man.
Man, I seen a video, man, there was some Edomites talking about, yeah, the Lord's coming tomorrow. These niggas setting their alarm clock for 6:30. Scriptures plainly say nobody know the day or the hour.
That's what the scriptures say. That ain't what we say.
Niggas setting their alarm, they
But
woke
they
up here.
just, right, out of there.
But yeah, now I'm gonna get this in the
It's a bad day
NLT.
to be a Christian.
Yeah, it's a bad week for you Christians. Y'all losing.
Right.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 10 in the NLT. But the day of the Lord will come as unexpectedly. That's true. That's halfway true. It's gonna be unexpected to those who don't got the secrets of the Lord.
Yeah.
To those who don't understand prophecy. Because we're gonna show that even in the word, when the Lord does come, it's not gonna be unexpected to everybody.
Exactly.
It will be unexpected to most though.
That time period is gonna come like a thief in the night for those, you know what I'm saying, who don't know that their house about to get broken into.
Yep, and hey, that's in Matthew 24. So the day of the Lord shall come as a thief. We're gonna look at this word thief. And I got a handful of definitions we're gonna go through to pretty much show that word thief, then he's coming in secret. Yeah, unexpectedly, but there will be others who's in on that secret. So we come to this word thief, it don't say a whole lot. But when we go to the root word, G2813, it says take away by theft. It says take away by stealth. Now let's look up this word stealth. This word stealth pretty much means secrets. Now I'm gonna get the first few set of definitions. This word stealth, it says cautious action or movement. So as a thief or stealth, it means cautiously. Another definition, it says difficult to detect. Kind of like the stealth fighters.
Yep.
They can move in secret pretty much.
Yep.
Now, some similar words for stealth. One of them I got right here. It says secretiveness. That root word would be secret. It says sneakiness, slyness, stealthiness. Another word that we're gonna look up, it says secrecy. So the Lord is coming in secrecy or in secret. This secret will be only made known to a few.
What's that definition again for theft?
For thief,
Yeah, thief on it.
it took us to the word stealth, Now we're looking up that word stealth. Then a similar word for stealth could be secrecy. Now I'm actually look up this word secrecy, which it pretty much means a secret, but we're gonna get the word anyway. So this word secrecy, it says the action of keeping something secret or the state of being kept secret. So the day of the Lord is keeping that to a secret for the people. So you people would no way ever be able to know when the Lord is coming.
Right.
If the Lord is not sharing his secrets with you. Similar words for secret, it says, mystery. Can you grab that, that was it, I think Matthew 13?
Yep.
So a similar word for secrecy, it says mystery. So that the Lord would be a mystery to most people. Meaning, if you try to accurately predict a time period, because nobody can predict the date, you try to predict the time period, most people would be off. And most people was way off this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna get this word mystery. It says mystery, the condition or quality of being secret. Difficult to explain, in this case, difficult to predict. So if it's difficult to explain or predict a secret, how did most people come to the conclusion that he was coming on the 23rd? If it's difficult to predict. If something is difficult, that means most people wouldn't agree on a set date. But you had millions of people all over the world conclude that he was coming this past Monday, I think.
So technically, doesn't that make all them false prophets?
Yup. And then as millions of people came to the conclusion he was coming on the 23rd, that would make it not a secret.
Right.
Because that's the purpose of it being a secrecy. Similar word for secrecy will be confidentiality. Meaning it's confidential information. Meaning only a few people will have that information. Yet tens of millions of people all over the world making videos that they sure it's gonna be September 23rd.
Right.
So like the brother said, they false prophets, but for that many people to say it's the 23rd, that means it's no longer a secret.
Right. The cat is out of the bag.
Yeah. But we gonna show what the Lord says about his mysteries and concerning the number of people who would know the mysteries. It wouldn't be, the bulk of the people. It'll only be a few.
Serve as the prophets. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? Reading on verse 11. He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
See, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, what's that? Prophecy, the understanding of the book.
Yep.
And part of the prophecy and the understanding of the book is the coming of the day of the Lord.
Sure.
That's something that can actually be measured, not by a calendar or by a clock, but by the signs. You can measure the time by the sign, meaning what's taking place in the earth.
Yep.
So to us, it was given to know the secrets or the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. So it was given to us to know the coming of the Lord. Not the day by day, but by time period.
Yes, sir.
And we could have flat out told the people 100% he's not coming this month. To damn near say 100% he's not coming for the month of October neither. Now, unless the Lord mandate the RFID microchip
Right.
in the month of October, hey, then you could say it's a strong possibility that within a month or the coming months. But we could say 100% it ain't gonna be this year. unless you see that RFID microchip mandate. But it was given unto us to know that. But to them, it was not given. So yeah, the mysteries, the understanding of prophecy, the name of the Lord, even the day of his coming. That wasn't given to most people, but only to a few. Now that word secrecy took us to the word confidentiality.
Mm-hmm.
It took us to mystery. But I'm gonna go back to this word confidentiality, and it says the state of keeping or being kept secret or private. So understanding the time period the Lord will come in, that's private information. Like they saying in the world, got the saying in the world, you know, something is a private party. Hey, this ministry is a private party. And the understanding of prophecy, you know, that's private information. And if you outside of this private party, the information not gonna be known to you. So we gonna show that. You know, that this is confidential, private information, only shared with a few.
Yep.
You read that? Yeah.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord, Yahweh thy power, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
See, he revealed his secrets into his servants, the prophets. That's the private party.
Right.
That's a confidential information. It's a secret. It's not meant for most people.
Right.
So how is it hundreds of millions of people possibly predicted the same day the Lord is coming today? There wasn't a bunch of different dates out there. Everybody said the 23rd.
And most people, when you make them aware of a secret that's been told to you, most people don't believe it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't revealed for them, and secondly, it wasn't told to them, so they not gonna believe. You know. But regardless if they believe it or not, that don't make the secret not true. You know, because what Yahweh said is gonna come to pass. You know, it's still the true day of Yahweh is really gonna come to pass eventually. But the Christians looking up at the sky from the woods and screaming and thinking that just because they just clocked out, they ain't got to go to Walmart tomorrow and stuff like that. No, that makes you a false prophet, man. You ain't get the secret. You know what I'm saying? You got the announcement. You know what I'm saying, to the masses. You know, these people got the announcement from the masses. They ain't hear no secrets that was revealed from their power up above. Well, if Jesus was coming back on the 23rd or whatever that day was, can you show me something in the scripture, you know what I'm saying, that says that since he didn't return that you're not a false prophet? Because according to your word, if you believe in the same, you know what I'm saying, Bible, you're a false prophet for that.
Yeah,
you down bad.
Yeah, people shouldn't have nothing to say. Like the brothers say, because it's a secret, you know, even if the secret was made known unto you, you wouldn't believe it.
Right.
But that's a part of it about being a mystery.
Right.
It's difficult to explain or difficult to accept.
So it's only told to those who can understand it.
Yep.
You know?
And that's why that word thief, which takes you to stealth, which takes you to secret or secrecy, takes you to confidentiality.
Yeah.
So the Lord comes as a thief, and that's a thing. When a nigga do a crime, it's usually a few people that know he getting down. He done told a few people.
Yep.
He ain't just did it in total secrecy.
Yeah, he told some people.
He told somebody, you know what I'm saying? And that's the same with the Lord. He done told somebody, and he told his servants, the prophets.
Right. And that's why, like, when something come to pass, and you around people who knew about it and the people who didn't know about it, they'll be like, oh yeah, I knew about that. And then that person who didn't know, they be like, I didn't know. Didn't nobody tell me?
Yeah.
Hey man, it's too late. It's on you. You was left out.
And confidentiality.
Confidentiality.
That's private information for you.
Yeah, I been know that. You ain't know that?
Yeah.
You know how they
like
say,
when every time it's a shooting in the hood.
Right.
Hey, the hood know what's going on before the cops do.
Yeah.
They like, yeah, such and such, so and so, blah blah blah. That's the case here.
A lot of them secrets or unbelieved by you know what I'm saying, our own loved ones, our own family members, you know. Shit, I had a family member, I tried to tell them that they got National Guards, National Guard troops in the United States. It started off in DC, and that person said, "Nah, I ain't know about it." You know what I did? I just stopped. I just pumped the brakes a little bit, man, and you know, ease out the conversation. You know, because they don't care anyway.
Right, right. You ready to get that second Esdras?
Yep, I got it. All right, next precept is coming from Second Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 62. These things have I not shewed unto all men.
And what did he show to all men or many people? His secrets, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, his name, the understanding of prophecy, the time of his return, as you know, touching the time period. Because the day wasn't revealed to nobody.
And in the times we living in, how your power secrets don't hold no importance to you? You don't think, you know what I'm saying, the creator of the heavens and earth having secrets, you don't want to know that? You don't want to at least dig and try to find out? See where the rabbit hole goes?
Yeah.
But yet these people, they got so many different gods, man. They churches they God, they TikTok is they God, following a great number to do evil is they God. You know, because you know it all started with a Hamite, right? A Hamite prophesying that the words that he's saying are not the words out of his mouth, but they are coming straight from God. Well, why he ain't tell everybody else? You know
Right.
Why he ain't tell everybody else if this the one, if this the big one?
Man, can you get Jeremiah, I think 16 and 16? We're gonna address that. You know, if it started with a Hamite, you know, that's one person. But we're gonna see something real quick. Matter of fact, we do gotta finish that second.
Oh yeah, let's grab that. Let's finish that. I'll start from the beginning. Second Esdras chapter 8 and verse 62. These things have I not shewed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, almost happened to him. I don't know why I just got Second Esdras 8 and 62. I ain't.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Oh, you don't want me to get 63? Okay.
Yeah, if you think so, I think so, it's cool.
No, you good. I don't want to mess with the program.
But yeah, the Lord said these things he only revealed. He didn't show them to all men.
But a few.
He said, but a few. So yeah, you know, so the day of the Lord, it would be, you know, as a thief, meaning unexpectedly to most people, but it's because the Lord didn't share his secrets or his mysteries with them.
Right. You didn't get the memo.
Yeah, but the day of the Lord is not going to be expected, you know, to the elect. And we're going to show that. Well, like the brother say, you know, one African came up with a prediction. That's usually what it starts with. It usually started, you know, either an African or Edomite Christian, and then it spreads like wildfire, infecting everybody else. But we're gonna see what the Lord said about, you know, his secrets and the men he will send out with those secrets. First, it will be revealed to the servants, the prophets. Then you know that it's plural, so now what? He's not gonna just share it with one man in the earth. Yeah, I think it's 16 to 16.
Jeremiah 16 and 16?
Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 16. And it reads, Behold, I will send for many fishers.
See that? The Lord said, I'm going to send for many fishers,
said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill out and out of the holes of the rocks.
See that? The Lord said he was sending many fishers.
Right,
so how is it one Hamite had a revelation that the Lord was coming this past Monday? The Lord said he was saying for many fishers.
What 100 is it, right? Before they was waiting on Jesus to return, while they was standing out there, they didn't capture not 100, out there. Because if Jesus was coming back, the time of the fishers would be gone. Yep. And it would be time for 100. But hey, I don't know. Christians will tell you, well, in the Bible, that hunter goes into the word love. You know what I'm saying?
Everything goes back to love.
Everything goes back to love.
But yeah, and what are the fishers fishing for? The believers. Yep. What's the catch, the bait, the hook? It would be the word and the breakdown of it.
And the prophecies.
So yeah, the Lord was saying for many fishers. And many don't mean, by the tens of millions. Yep. Like it could be tens of millions and hundreds of millions of prophets all over the earth. No, even that the many, when you say many fishers, it's still a few compared to the masses of the people whom the Lord didn't reveal these secrets to. Right. It would be many compared to the time of Noah. It would be many compared to the time of Moses and Aaron. It would be many compared to the time of Yahweh and the 12. Yep. Meaning he was sending out more prophets than he ever have before. But still few compared to the many of people who would not be sent out. So that's what it means for many fishers. He's going to send out more than he's ever had before, but it's still few in number compared to the masses. That's going to perish.
All right, next precept is coming from the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Hey, so that's another clue to the coming of the day of the Lord.
Right.
When they shall scream peace and safety, is there a big shout for peace and safety going on right now? Or are the evils increasing in the earth? Because they say after they cry and holler peace and safety, there's sudden destruction. Where the destruction at? That goes into the heavens passing away with a great noise, the elements melting with fervent heat, the earth and the works being burnt up.
Right.
Where that's at?
I ain't seen none of that on film.
Yup. And before that, there'll be a cry and a hollering for peace. We ain't seen that yet neither.
Right.
It would seem like the world is going back in the right direction again. It would seem like normalcy is coming back, like it was before 2020. We ain't seen none of that yet.
Ain't seen none of that. Reading on verse 4. But ye, brethren.
Let's grab 2 and 3. Okay. 2.
Which one you want to grab?
Let's just continue on. 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Is something die over here or what? God damn.
I already read 3. You want me to get it again?
I think we skipped 2.
No, I went straight through.
Okay.
We stopped off at 3. I'll just start back at 3.
Okay, we did. Okay, yeah. That's my fault.
Verse 4. Okay, come on. All right, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
See that? The Lord, Thessalonians said, you know perfectly that the day of the Lord come as a thief. So yeah, we know that the Lord is coming unexpectedly to most, but he's coming in secret, in which he will share those secrets with his elect.
Right.
But it said we know perfectly. And we knew perfectly well that he wasn't coming on the 23rd. We know perfectly well that it won't be this month. It most likely won't be the next couple months. Unless we see the RFID microchip and the nuclear destruction begin to happen, and then we can tell you perfectly, yeah, the Lord is about to come up. Right, now is the day. And if you want to quit your job, you can quit your job.
Right.
You don't want to pay your bills, you can do that too.
Right.
But until then, hey, these things gonna continue. But it said you know perfectly well. So there will be those who don't know at all, but there will be some who will know perfectly well. They perfectly understand the timing as concerning his coming.
The ones who Yahweh Shemi outside is dealing with, they wouldn't have made that mistake.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? At this point in time, you know what I'm saying, with all the signs pointing to what time we living in, they wouldn't have made that mistake. You know, they couldn't have been, you know what I'm saying, tricked like that.
Yep.
Starting back up verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yep. So yeah, after peace and safety, sudden destruction, then the day of the Lord. And we ain't seen none of those events play out yet.
Exactly.
The evils are still increasing.
All right. Verse 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
And when you read it in the NLT, it says, but you aren't in the dark about these things.
Yep.
Brothers and sisters, and you won't be surprised when the day of the Lord comes like a thief. So that's going to be the elect. They're not going to be surprised when the Lord comes.
Right.
Now they're going to be in shock like, damn.
Right.
They're not going to be surprised. They know that, yep.
The
mark of the beast is mandate. We've been on the run for a minute.
Right.
The nuclear destruction is popping off. The nukes are in the sky.
Yeah, we gonna still be scared, but we, like the brothers say, we gonna also say, yep, right on time.
Yep, right on time.
Kind of remember like the brothers in California, GMS, how the brother could be an angel that was standing over them.
Yeah.
And before he left, he was like, yep.
Yep.
Angel left. Yep.
Yep.
It's all adding up. Yep.
Yep.
Then,
that was crazy.
That was deep. I looked at that over and over and over, man.
Yeah, man, I was spooked. Yeah, it's good to say. You're not going to be surprised when that day comes. But that's what I mean when it says the Lord's going to come as a thief. Unexpectedly for most, but really in secret, which that secret will be shared with a few.
Just like us seeing now, hearing over there in the UK, pretty soon they're gonna have to have the you know what to work. You know what I'm saying? Well, they starting out with the digital IDs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But over in Sweden, it says that they have C-hipped thousands of citizens to replace car keys, wallets, IDs, what is it? Driver's license and stuff like that. We not surprised. You know what I'm saying? That thing don't surprise us. You know, for the most part, I'm pretty sure majority of brothers are clapping.
Yeah.
No, we not surprised. Did you want me to get it in the NLT 5 and 5? 1 Thessalonians? Or did you grab it already?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this word darkness real quick.
Okay.
So verse 4 again, it says, but you brethren are not in darkness. And they'll teach you you're not in the dark about these things. Meaning what? We in the know.
Yeah.
And when you go to this word darkness, because a Christian to say that means evil and witchcraft and blood sacrificing. Darkness can mean wickedness and evil, but it's a lot more simple than that.
Like they say, what's done in the dark shall come to the light.
Yeah.
Like what you don't know, one day you will know about it.
Yeah. So to be in the darkness meaning to not know, meaning to be in secret. So this word darkness, it says ignorance respecting divine things. So to be in dark meaning to be ignorant of these things. To not know the secrets of the Lord, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the name, understanding the prophecy, the time period as concerning when he's going to return, which that time period ain't now, but very soon, based on where we at in prophecy. And another word for darkness down here in the Strong's definition, it says obscurity. This definition for obscurity, it says the state of being unknown. So the day of the Lord, as far as the time period, it would be a secret or unknown to most people. We could have easily told you it's not the month of September. We can easily tell you it's not the month of October, nor November, or probably not even December, unless certain things happen. That's the catch. We can tell you until you see and this happen.
Right. And we ain't there yet.
You should be to the point where you're selling your car and quitting your job and not paying your house note.
We still subject to payments.
Yep. Yeah, when they make that RFID microchip mandatory, hey, you can try to sell your stuff, you're not gonna be able to use the money,
Right,
but
right.
hey, at least you can stop working.
Yeah.
And you can call all the people you owe money to and tell them how you really feel.
Right.
Without looking back. But yeah, that's why it says, ye brethren are not in darkness. We're not ignorant of the coming of the day of the Lord. It's not unknown, but it was made known to us. So we can't say what day he coming, but we can tell you what day he's not coming.
Right. The 23rd.
Right. And if you put a number on it, we can for sure tell you he's not coming that day neither. All right. Yeah, let's grab that 5.
All right. This is in the NLT, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 5, and it reads, "For you are all children of the light and of the day. We don't belong to darkness and night."
See that? It says we children of the light. Because what did darkness mean? To not know, to be unknown, to be ignorant.
Yep.
For the secret to not be revealed to you. So what does the light mean? It would mean the Lord has made known his secrets unto you. You know these things. You understand these things with accuracy. But we're going to get the word light. We're going to look at it in the Greek. Then when you come down, it says a bunch of things which the Christian can't tell you the definition of this word light. The word light, it says the power of understanding spiritual truth.
You don't even know.
So understanding the truth, hey, that's a spiritual power. Like brothers be saying. That's Acts, I think 1:6 or 1:8 or 1:9. But yeah, light is spiritual power of understanding the truth. So that's what the light is, understanding the truth. So we in the light. So anybody who told you that the Lord was the September 23rd, or anybody else put any kind of date on it, a day in darkness.
Right.
They not in the know.
They haven't been revealed the secret.
Nope. So we're gonna get a couple more, matter of fact, we're gonna get this real quick. Yeah, we gotta grab this one real quick. Let me see. You got Matthew 24:36.
Sir. It's the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. You say 6, right?
36.
36, Salaki. The book of Matthew chapter 24, Salaki, and verse 36. And it reads, naked. And the book of Matthew chapter 20. My bad, bro. I put 25. Salaki. All right, Salaki, this is the book of Matthew chapter 20. Boy, this phone said not today, brother. the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
Yahweh said, nobody knows the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven. And the Lord was speaking about himself. Even after he's ascended and been at the right hand of the Heavenly Father. He don't even know the day or
With
the hour.
all the power and authority he has, he don't even know.
Right. Show you that there's levels to it. Because the Lord also did say, all power on heaven and earth was given unto him. But the Lord, the Most High, has to keep himself above the sun. So the Lord didn't even reveal the day to his son. But the Lord revealed it to you people. To the point that y'all went and quit y'all jobs, sold y'all belongings and y'all property. How was it the Lord revealed it to y'all, but not to his own son? See how crazy that sounds?
How crazy Christian sound.
But see, and then when you read Matthew 24, leading up to 36, the Lord concludes that no man knoweth the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven. But beginning of 24, he tells you things to look for, so that you can accurately not predict, but to know the time period and engage, meaning to measure when the Lord is coming. That's what he spoke about: wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. But what he say, the end is not yet. We're seeing wars and rumors of wars right now. We're seeing earthquakes in diverse places right now. Pestilence, the Lord said, these things are not yet. But it was only the beginning of sorrows. When has the persecution with the true believers happened?
Right.
The Lord spoke about that after. You being delivered up to councils, standing on trial, brother betraying a brother to the death, a man's foes being dead of his own household. When has that happened? That will happen after the beginning of sorrows. So we're going to get into some more clues leading up into the Lord's return, which I believe is still in Matthew 24. Yeah.
Matthew 24 and verse 36. You want me to get 37? Or you want me to read it again?
No, that's cool.
Okay.
29 to 30.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lord spoke about earthquakes, diverse places, wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, famine. He said that's beginning of sorrows. Then he spoke about you being delivered up, brother betraying a brother, parents betraying the children betraying the parents, man's enemies being dead of his own house, you standing on trial. He spoke on all that after. You know that was,
Hey, boss man, you saw your tie flare, right? Okay.
so yeah,
My
that
bad.
was
Salaki,
it,
bro.
it's all good. So be what what the world refers to as the Great Tribulation. So the Great Tribulation ain't even finished yet. It barely just started yet. But we're gonna see what the Lord said about the Great Tribulation.
Matthew
And it's coming.
24 and 30.
That's 29 first.
29. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
See that it said immediately after the tribulations, the sun and the moon will be darkened. When has that happened? But let's read on to see what else the Lord said will happen after the tribulation and after the sun and moon being darkened.
All right, reading on verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in the heavens, and then shall the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
See that, verse 29, the Lord said immediately after the tribulation,
Immediately after.
the sun and moon will be darkened. What is that describing? The nuclear destruction. And it says, then they will see the sign of the coming of the Son of Man. Tribulation ain't finished. We're barely getting started. They got a lot more heating up to do.
Exactly.
Then the sun and moon got to be darkened. That's going to top off the Great Tribulation. And then you see the Son of the Most High Yahweh Shah.
You see how Christians want to skip over the suffering
Yep,
and all the persecution, you know what I'm saying, all the true believers?
yep.
So you mean to tell me if Jesus coming, they got skipped over, ain't none of that have to happen?
Yeah, the persecution ain't gotta happen.
Right. Like the scriptures was wrote with a pencil with a super duper eraser on it
Yeah.
to change things in the midst of it.
Yeah,
No, this thing is written from the front to the back, like a director.
yep.
When they write a script, they write it from the beginning to the end. And never have you ever been in a movie theater, and while you watching it, they add new clips and films to the movie.
Right.
No, it's already written.
Let's pull it back a little bit.
It's the last precept. Is it that sun on you? Oh, my bad, bro. I've been in the shade today, so.
Yeah, let's start with that.
X.
Let's start this real quick, John 17:15.
Okay.
So yeah, the Lord coming after the tribulation. There is no pre-tribulation rapture. You're not going to be taken out before these things happen. Why do you think the Lord gave you so much warning? Why did the Lord emphasize on protection and being delivered? What was Psalms 91 written for? What was Psalms 34 written for? The Lord will deliver them out of all their troubles. What was the point of all of that if you taken out of here before the evils really pop off?
Right. Because we get in this precept. All right, this is the book of John, chapter 17 and verse 15. And it reads, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
See, the Lord not going to take us out of the world, his believers out of the world. They're going to be kept from the evils.
Right.
And when you follow the pattern, that's how the Lord always works.
Right.
Noah wasn't taken out of the earth. He was just kept preserved through the flood. Hey, Lot, he wasn't taken out of Sodom and Gomorrah way beforehand. He was kept from the destruction, personally led by the angels. The plagues in Egypt.
Daniel? And the lion's den, he wasn't brought up before they could put him in that lion's den.
Yeah, he was in the den.
Right.
The three Hebrews. They was in the fire, literally.
Yeah.
Hey, in ancient Egypt, the Israelites was in Egypt. It's just the plagues was kept from them.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the same case here. These are going to be kept from the evils. And it's funny, in the NLT, it says, I'm not asking you to take them out of the world, but to keep them from the evil one.
Yeah.
And
that's
that's the so-called white man.
You already know Christianity. The devil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but when you tell them, the devil is walking around this earth right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know?
And
I don't believe that.
And see,
Nah, they do.
and see, Satan getting tired of y'all lying on him. For real though. Satan gonna put hell on y'all people.
Right. Literally.
And we gonna be able to tell Satan how to tempt the people. Ain't that something? In the kingdom of heaven, not only we gonna toast up with Yahweh Shah, this ain't doctrine or scripture or nothing. Hey, I believe we gonna toast up with Satan as well. I'm like, Satan, hey man, you was something, man. Putting hell on us like that.
Right. Get your ass back to work.
Yeah, and we gonna put Satan on the other nations.
Them damn Hamites.
Oh yeah.
They gonna be the new Satan over there over our oppressors.
Yep.
Bringing that hell on there.
But yeah, that's what I asked.
All right, next precept is coming from the book of Acts chapter 14 and verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh thy power.
Oh, it said much tribulation you enter into the kingdom. Why do you get to the kingdom? It begins with salvation. That gotta come first.
Yep.
So much tribulation. So how you gonna be saved, taken into the kingdom, as they say, the Lord is gonna take us home? How is that gonna happen before the tribulation?
Right. Make it make sense.
You ain't endured the hour of temptation yet. You ain't passed the test of the mark of the beast.
The only thing that they fulfill, and it ain't a good thing to be a part of, is false prophets.
Yep, that's
A part of the scoffers and the false prophets.
yeah, that's the truth fulfilled.
Yep, that you are. Everybody is in their lot.
Yep. So yeah, through much tribulation, to enter into the kingdom. That's the great tribulation.
Yeah.
Meaning you got to get through it first to get to the kingdom. That's why the Lord spoke about enduring until the end.
Or not taking those out of the earth that he prayed for,
Yeah.
but just keep them from the evil man or the evil time.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a choice, it ain't up to me, but if I had a choice, I wanna stay here to the very end. I wanna see our oppressors fall. I wanna see everything. I wanna see the exact end of Babylon the Great.
Yeah. Part of salvation, you see the downfall of your enemies. That's how it always happens.
If a story is being told in the kingdom, if I have the authority to be one of those who tell that story, I want to be able to tell the story all the way up into the chariots.
Yep.
Yeah,
like the brother said, I want to see the good, but seeing the bad, that really got my interest right now.
Right.
Like this place falling apart, America being reduced to a fourth world country, newly created creatures full of rage.
Yeah, like they said, you just had to be there.
Yeah, yep. I'm bad. I got me curious. And of course, we want to see the good, the salvation.
That's gonna come, but we also want to see the bad things.
Because it's the works of the Lord.
And if we are a part of that number, y'all was praying for us.
Yep. So yeah, that's the works of the Lord. We want to see all that, ain't good and bad. Because it's the Lord's power on display.
Right.
Who won't want to see the Lord in action?
Right.
Let me check this comment for real quick. I ain't checking all that.
And Salakia for not being on camera. I left my garment at the house.
Right.
I don't know where them bugs come from, man. They tough today, ain't they? They tough. Them little bugs everywhere.
Shalom to the brother Iwanathan Bakar. Shalom to Rebecca Ophir. Shalom to my brother Mashat. Man, I see it's going down over there with y'all ID and digital ID mandates, etc., etc. And shalom to daughter Yahweh. Yahweh Bashi outside right now. But yeah, man, that's the conclusion. Conclusion of the lesson. The day of the Lord will come as a thief. When looking to that word thief, most Christians explain it away by saying unexpectedly, it will be unexpected to most. That word thief goes into being stealth. Stealth goes into being secret or secrecy, which takes you to the word confidentiality, which means private or mystery, which anything confidential or private is not made known unto many. The Lord will reveal to not many but few the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. He will share his secrets with few. The scriptures say, be not in darkness or ignorant that the day will come on us by surprise. But we children of the light, that we know perfectly well the coming of the day of the Lord. Not the day, but the time period. We can't tell you what day he's coming, but we can tell you what day he's not coming. And that's the conclusion of that. So let's give all praises to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukakadash, double honors to the elders, GMS, starting to speak by the Holy Spirit, honors to the brothers, which can like freedom to the gospel. Peace and blessings to the elect. Until next time, Lord, what is Shalom?
Shalom.